So let me tell you what I heard today. I heard you love chicken. I heard you love your fried chicken. All flats, double sauces, ranch, blue cheese. You love your chicken. They said you can't even let the chicken go. They said it's easy for you to let everything else go but the chicken. You keep going back to that same chicken. And it's hard. And I get it. I used to love chicken too. All flats, fried hard. I love chicken. But let me tell you something else. I heard that you ain't know that chicken was inflammatory. Bad for the digestive system. Cause health issues. And I also heard that you ain't know that that's what's delaying your healing. Because you won't put the chicken down. So I said, I'm going to get into the kitchen. I'm going to do this the healthy way. I'm going to show you what helped me. Because I love chicken. Ain't that, give me a 12 piece. I was one of a 20. I could eat a 20 piece. I was there too. And I need more. Give me more blue cheese. I need 2. I get it. But the chicken don't love us back. If only the food loved us back. Okay? So I'm going to need y'all to know this. Baby, the way that we about to turn these into chicken, I know it look crazy. Listen, this ain't got no blood. This ain't got no mucus. No antibiotics. Nothing. It's just what it is. So I said, let's get into the I'm going to show my people how to eat the healthy way. And it's still going, because remember, it ain't the chicken you want. You don't really like chicken. You really like the seasoning. You like the way that it tastes. So we're going to make these taste good. Because remember, that's all it is, the seasoning. It ain't that you really want the chicken. You like it because it tastes good. So these going to taste just like that. Okay? And it's going to give you that crunch. I'm going to show you. I like to show people. So yeah, we're going to chop these. Look how big this could be a leg. But anyway, these oyster mushrooms. We're going to chop these on up. Because I need my people to heal. We can't keep eating. This food be having us in a chokehold. Because baby, I like a good wing too. You thought I ain't like chicken? I love chicken. Love it, but they don't love me. So baby, listen, we're going to cut this off. Cut it off. The butts, cut it off. You're going to get all your little pieces. Get it how you live. Cut it how you cut it. So yeah, look. And I know you don't question it. Look, I'm going to show you. So they be like, do you season? Baby, my name ain't Becky. I like seasoning. I like the seasoning, just what I'm seasoning with. Okay? So I ain't doing all that. I use paprika. I use onion powder. I use sea salt. I use some coconut aminos. I use some cilantro. I like my stuff to taste good. Yeah. So, then this is the important part. Chickpea flour is the best. And when I don't go wasting your money, don't go get no bleached flour, unbleached, no. Go get you some chickpea flour because we're going to make a wet and we're going to make a dry batter. And we're going to season your flour. Look at that. Okay? That's how it's going to be. So we about to make a wet and we about to make, because you about to ask. So we about to season our flour. And you don't season your flour, didn't think you don't got season. No. Double seasoning. Y'all know how we like it. Stop playing. Now look, our flour is seasoned.
Other coaches don't stay out of our way when we're trying to do for ourselves. They get in the way. When you look at delis and corner stores, right? They don't hire no African Americans. A corner store makes $300,000 a month. They don't invest nothing in the community. You can't get no credit. You can't get no IOUs. They're making $300,000 a month in the average deli in the ghetto, not including hot food or EBT, right? We have the highest purchasing power on the planet. It's more money in the ghetto than Dubai. It's more money in Brownsville than Dubai. It's more money in the ghettos of Harlem than Dubai. It's more money in the ghettos of Detroit than Dubai. We have the highest purchasing power on the planet. We have the most disposable income, and we pour that income into every other culture and they don't pour it back into us. They don't give loans. They don't support our businesses. They don't support our communities. They gentrify the ghetto. They like what? Like you see more police officers in black neighborhoods than white neighborhoods. If you ride through Harlem, I'm from Harlem, right? You ride through Harlem and you see police, traffic stops, oh, they going in. You go through the...
Y'all, it's over. Y'all, it's over. I know that my third eye is fully the fuck awakened. Listen the fuck to this, y'all. And it can't be coincidence. I feel so different this morning. I feel so like my soul just feels so light and airy. I don't know what is going on. But God directed me to Jeremiah 33. Let me read you this shit here. See, this is how I know they've been tricking the fuck out of us, okay? So I'm going to start at Jeremiah 33. We're going to go and I'm going to start at verse 15. This is important. I'm telling y'all this is important. It's talking about when God turns everything around after the scourge that has been placed on Judah and Jerusalem and all of that, and how he's going to come back and get prosperity after those days, and he's going to cure and heal them, and then he's going to pardon them of all their iniquity and cleanse them from all their iniquity. This is going to be during that time. So listen to this right here. I'm going to go to verse 15. It says, in those days, and at that time will I cause the branch of righteousness to grow up unto David. Now listen to this. This is how I know how tricky these fuckers are. They are so tricky. You have to pay attention to the tricks that these motherfuckers play. This is how I know they fucking with the Bible. Listen to this. They said, first, this is what they said, and he shall grow, right? It says, and he shall execute judgment and righteousness in the land. And he, right? But listen to the second verse. In those days shall Judah be saved, and Jerusalem shall dwell safely. And this is the name wherewith she is in there. I swear to God. Excuse me. Look at that. I ain't got a lot of you. It says, wherewith she shall be called the Lord our righteousness. She shall be called. That means that is a she and not a he. They played that. Why? Because patriarchy came and tried to mess up the Bible. They messed up the Bible. They got to leave some truth in there for you, but they're going to toss that deceptive lie in at the same time. It says, and he shall at first. But then how can you turn around and say, the Lord our right, she shall be called the Lord our righteousness, and then it says he shall execute? That's not it. It's a she. She shall. The branch of righteousness that shall grow up unto David is a she. You know how I know this? The next passage, verse 17, says, for thus saith the Lord, David shall never want a man to sit upon the throne of the house of Israel. What the hell does that mean? I'll tell you what the fuck it means. It means there is no man that David wants on the throne. See, people put that in and like, oh, it means he doesn't want a man to lack. No, you got to leave the words in its context, fuckers, and not change it. He never wants a man. Why don't he want a man? Because men are corrupt in their ways. He don't want a man. Look what happened to his son. Look what happened to his son. David will never want a man to sit on the throne. So guess who he wants to sit on the throne? A woman. It's going to be a woman on the throne. And that's why in another passage in the same Jeremiah, it says, the daughter of Zion has he made the watchtower of the flock. And I know that because I seen it. And she shall get the former dominion. And she, oh, y'all just don't understand. But I know what I'm talking about. That's why I said, be careful what the fuck you say to women. Okay? Be careful about you trying to shut the women's mouths. Be careful, because they did that on purpose. They knew what was up the road. They knew where the throne and the scepter was going. They knew where the crook and flail was going to go to, and the crook and flail means the authority and the dominion. They know that in the end, the woman is going to be the judge. She's going to judge in righteousness and rule in righteousness. This ain't over, y'all. I figured it out. I'm on to it. I'm on to the devil and them deceptive ass words in that book but you can't trick me. I figured you out.
No, the rich stay rich off of death. Let me tell you something. The Rockefellers, they invented the get rich scheme that nobody used. It's called whole life insurance policy. So what you do is you tap everything to a whole life insurance policy, all your businesses, all your assets, everything, and you borrow money up into that. And your policy is 20 million. And say when you die, you get 20 million in there. So your family get 20 million. Right? And then all your assets in there, you don't have to pay taxes on. It's only gonna be the taxes at the time that when you got it. It ain't gonna go through the whole tax thing. That's how Donald Trump kept all his property. That's why they say he don't pay taxes. So y'all don't pay attention. So nobody know financial literacy.
But then they're addicted to money, though. They don't know financial literacy, but they're addicted to trying to paper chase and make the money. But don't even know how to...
addicted. The females are addicted to love. So they're running around with people that make them feel good. Instead of being with the man that's right. The man that's doing the right thing, they're going to be with the man that make them feel good. See, everybody worried about feelings. But I'm going to tell you this. Your feelings going to drive you to a brick wall every time.
Listen, guys, I know that we're being told that many of the manufacturing jobs are going to return to the United States, but that simply isn't true. The truth is many of these jobs will simply be automated. No differently than the trucking industry is moving in the direction of autonomy, and also currently with what's going on inside of the farming industry. Now, you have one or two choices. You can invest in the technology that automates these machines, but the truth being told is the machine learning has reached the point that the machines will soon write the programs for the machines that the machines are building. Or you can invest in self-sustainability. If you're looking for land and property and you're looking for affordable ways to acquire land and property, as well as set up a self-sustainable lifestyle, I'd encourage you to check out the book, How to Buy Land When You're Broke and Build a Family Farm, one of the most informational guides that you'll find on the topic. Click the shop button below and you can get your copy.
I don't know who this is for, but God is saying don't sabotage it. Don't self-sabotage it. I'm about to give you everything that you prayed for. I'm about to give you everything that you cried for. I'm about to give you everything that you begged me for and got on your knees for. I'm about to give you everything that you asked me for in those long nights when you couldn't sleep. Do not self-sabotage it. He said, do not contaminate the blessing that I am about to give you. You prayed for this. You worked for this. You cried for this. You even begged others for this. But when you came to me, I heard you. I heard your heart. I heard your cries. I heard everything that you were going through. And he said, I'm about to give it to you. So that means you're going to have to let some people go. You're going to have to change some habits. You're going to have to change some ways. You're going to have to go ahead and let some things go in order to go ahead and receive and nurture this blessing that I am giving to you. I declare and decree that this blessing that God is about to store upon your life, that you are going to handle it with care and nurture it, because he's going to give you the strength, the wisdom, and the guidance and the discernment to handle this blessing that he's about to give you. You deserve this. You worked hard for this. You prayed hard for this. You sacrificed some things for this, and God sees those sacrifices, and he honors those sacrifices. He's such a good God, such a merciful God, such a kind God. Type below, baby. I'm about to get my blessing. Amen.
There's no such thing as slavery. There was never any slavery. How can it be slavery if Lincoln, the president, is a black man?
He was black?
Of course. Go pull up the Library of Congress and you see his picture in there. Why do you think he's on a copper penny